Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking septic tanks and we're going to show you the best tool for finding your septic tanks on your property. Let's go out and open the box and give you a full review on it. Box has arrived. Let's go ahead and take it inside and open it up. All right, YouTubers, the probe is out of the box. Let's start at the very top where the handle grips are. And you've got two handle grips, one on each side. You've got a smaller rod that comes out of a larger rod. And we purchased our probe from Forestry Supplies Incorporated. And there is the address, phone number, and fax. And right down here, you can see the website in the event that you are interested in purchasing the same probe as shown in this video. And as you can see right here, the smaller rod or probe is welded to the larger top handle portion. And it changes colors. And it goes all the way down to the tip, which is the end that you stick into the ground and press in place and continue pushing down until this tip meets the top portion of your septic tank. And as far as the radius of the probe or rod, we chose the 3/8 because it is smaller in diameter, which gives it a more pencil thin shape, ultimately allowing the probe or rod itself to be pressed into the ground or dirt much more easily and efficiently. The next size up is the 1/2 inch rod. However, again, it is a larger rod, so it may not be as quick to penetrate the ground and continue its way down through the dirt onto the top portion of the tank. However, with the larger sizes, you get different tips. There's no tip on this one because, again, it is a 3/8 and it basically is pencil thin. But with the larger rods, you will have a tip that secures itself to this portion of the rod, and in most cases, it's made out of steel and looks more like a A-shaped cluster of blades. So what I want to do now is show you the measurement that we bought. Tape measure is now in place, and these probes come in several different sizes: 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet in length. And as far as which one you purchase will mainly depend on how deep your tanks are. And in most cases, septic tanks are usually between 25 and 30 inches below the ground surface or level. And to get an absolute exact reading or measurement on how far your septic tanks are buried underneath your ground, we recommend visiting your local county website and pulling up your TOS documents, also known as time of sale documents. And those are going to show you not only where the tanks are on your property, they are also going to show you the measurements of how long your tanks are, as well as how deep your tanks are. So in the event that you want guidance on how to pull those documents up, definitely check out the video scrolling above. We show you how to do that on the computer. You may find this video very helpful. However, in our case, we took a look at our TOS documents, and the 4-foot probe is going to work perfect for us. As you can see here, 48 inches or 4 feet. And again, they come smaller or larger depending on how deep your tanks are. So what do you think, YouTubers? You want to put this thing to use? All right, let's go outside. All right, YouTubers, we're outside now, and after looking at our TOS or time of sale documents, we know that both of our septic tanks are in this flower bed. So with the probe in hand, carefully position it and press down. And all we're trying to do is find the top of the septic tank. And do you hear that? We have hit the top of the tank. And what I recommend doing is we want to find the edge of all corners of the tank. So move over in about 6 to 12 inch increments and continue pressing down. Right now we're still hitting the tank. Maybe move over another 6 inches. And look at that. We know that the edge of this side of the tank is right in this area. And grab something to mark it, whether it's a stick or a flag or a rock, personal preference, whatever you have available to mark this side of the tank. So now we're going to move in this direction to find the corner portion or this side of the tank. As you can hear, we're hitting the tank right now. So we know the tank extends at least right here. Continue out into the grass. Hear that? Tank has made its way outside of the flower bed, believe it or not. Continuing all the way out here. So from here, we know the edge of this side of the tank is right in this area. So again, grab a flag, grab a rock, grab something to mark this side of the tank. Now let's go all the way over here and find this side of the tank. Hear that? We're hitting it. Move over 6 inches. Still hitting it. And look at that. So we know after this hole we were hitting it, and this hole we're not. somewhere in between these two markings or holes is the edge of this side of the tank. I'm gonna put that rock right there, or the brick right there. And we'll do the same thing for finding the top portion. So right away we know the top does not extend all the way up here. Continuing down. So we know the side of the tank or corner of the tank is basically right here. So again, use whatever you want to mark the corners or edges of the tank. And that is tank number 1. Now we have to find tank number 2. There is always a gap between the two tanks if you have more than one. So go about 2 feet and begin probing. Here's the second tank. And right away we know the edge of the second tank is right in this location. So what we will do to properly mark out the second tank is follow the exact same steps as we did to find the first tank. And as you can see, the most important part of this project is your probe. So I definitely recommend investing the money into a probe. As you can see, it's incredible and it finds your tanks right away. So that's it, YouTubers. After you make your way around with the probe and find your exact markings, now it's time to dig up your caps. And we won't bore you with that in this video. We will have a video scrolling above right now that shows you the digging process of finding your caps. So definitely check that out. From here, YouTubers, do us a favor below the video. You'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us and very awesome. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and get yourself a probe. And YouTubers, one last thing. When I first found out that the tanks were underneath the flower bed, I thought, what in the world? However, if you think about it, that's not that bad, because in most cases tanks are drained every 5 to 7 years depending on how many people live in the house. And in my opinion, I would rather dig up the flower bed and replant flowers as opposed to digging up the yard.